The Arts Major Asian Plus Scholarship, also known as the AMA Plus Scholarship, at Korean National University of Arts in South Korea for the year 2025. Online admission is scheduled to start on the 21st of March and will end on the 31st of March. In this video, we will look at the admission guideline. Details coming up next. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Daddy Cliff channel. Today we will look at another opportunity for you to study in the beautiful country of South Korea, and that will be at the Korean National University of Arts. They have a scholarship that is commonly called the AMA Plus Scholarship or the Art Major Asian Plus Scholarship. First, let's begin by looking at the admission guideline. The online application guideline is already available since February. It is important to note that between February and March, you have the possibility to call the admission office or email them to ask for counseling on how to go about with application. And it is important to know that that is possible only between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. on every work day. Online admissions are scheduled to begin on the 21st of March and they will end on the 31st of March. And this is where the admission will take place. You would have to click on this link and then it will take you to the admission page. This will only be possible from the 21st of March. It will close by midnight the 31st of March. So make sure you don't miss the 10 days online application period for you to apply for the scholarship. From April the 1st right up to the 21st of April, they would begin screening of documents to select successful candidates for the scholarship. And then from April 25th, they would start sending out notification of admission after they must have finished screening the documents. From there, they would go ahead and schedule the Korean language test. It will be online. Details will be announced on their website. From the 3rd of May, the test will take place in cooperation with the King Sejong Institute Foundation. This is a foundation that is in charge of teaching Korean language around the world. So it is important to note this. They say regardless this test, valid topic score or its equivalent certificate is required if your applying department requires it. So it is important to note that if a particular department, when applying, let's say you're applying to do drama, if they want you to provide topic level 4, you would have to provide but a topic test score. You cannot provide a certificate from the King Sejong Institute Foundation. You would have to provide a topic test score that is still valid. And then the next important factor, from the 25th of May right up to June 21st, different departments will begin reviewing portfolio. It's very important. Take note of portfolio. If your department requires you to provide a portfolio, note that you would have to provide a portfolio, and then they would begin interview. But know that interview might be optional. It will depend on the different majors and the departments that you might apply to. And then from the 28th of June, final grantees, the names will be posted on this website, and then you will receive also individual notification through emails. And then from the 1st of July right up to the 31st of July, those who would succeed in the document reviews and interview will have to send their original authenticated documents via an international post, which means all the documents that you use to apply online will have to be sent through a postal service to South Korea. They must get to South Korea by the 31st of July. Know that if your documents get to Korea on the 1st of August, you would lose the scholarship, and the documents need to be apostilled or authenticated by the Korean consulate. You would equally have to provide a health certificate issued by a medical doctor, and it should have a 6-month validity period. And this is how you would have to title your envelope. This first section must be on the envelope, and then your full name will be here. So you must indicate this section and then end it with your name here. And this is the address to the university in South Korea. Failure to submit original documents can lead to cancellation of your scholarship offer. So you must make sure you meet up with the deadline and submit your documents, which is why I always advise students, because people are asking, do I need to authenticate, apostille my documents before applying online? If you are having time problem, scan your documents and apply online. But if you can authenticate your documents now and then scan them and apply. Once you're selected, you already have your documents that have been authenticated. All you need to do is just send them. But if you want to apply without authenticating your documents, go ahead and apply without authenticating, but rest assured that time might not be on your side, because most of the times it would take more than a month for you to get your documents ready and then send them to South Korea. So I would recommend you make sure you authenticate your documents now. If they can come out before the online application process begins, scan them and apply with the authenticated documents. It will make them more valid. But if you cannot authenticate or apostille your documents before the online admission begins, scan them and apply like that. And then from July to August, confirmation of admission after they have received the original documents. And then from there you have to start preparing for your visa application, and then by the end of August you're already in South Korea. Once you're in South Korea, know that from September to February you would have a 6 months intensive Korean language. I said in another video that you can be exempted from Korean language on a series of factors. You might want to click the link up there to watch the other video. And then from March 2nd 2025 you will begin your degree program. Spring semester will start. So you would begin first with Korean language for a 6 months period. It will be intensive Korean language. And then from there, next year, 2025, you can begin your degree program at Korean National University of Arts. Before we continue looking at the AMA Plus 2025 application guideline, there is this video, the AMA Plus playlist. This playlist has a whole list of other videos that I had earlier made on the AMA Plus scholarship. So this one was for last year, the online application process. So you can go ahead and look at them. You'd see how you can go about uploading the various documents and then do the application online. But know that you can only access the application online when the application will begin on the 21st of March 2024. So you have a whole list of other things like recommendation letter, how to fill out the different application forms, but we will make another video on the different application forms for this current application. So you also have how to fill out the application form here, and then how to calculate your GPA or CGPA, how to apply online also. So you have a whole list of videos that you can go ahead and watch here to understand the application process and how to fill the different application forms to apply for the AMA Plus scholarship. So I'll provide a link to this playlist down in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and click on it. But do not forget to like the video if you're feeling like you're having value from the video, and also do not forget to subscribe. For eligibility criteria, it is important to note that nationals from countries that are in the OECD dark list of member countries are the ones that can apply for this scholarship. So if you go down, you would find the list of dark member countries. You can only apply if your country is on this list. It doesn't matter if your country is a least developed, low income, lower middle income, upper middle income. As far as you find your country's name on this list, know that you are eligible to apply. This is the list of countries that are eligible to apply for the Arts Major Asian Plus scholarship. So if your country's name is on this list, you can go ahead and apply. To be very certain about your country's name, you can click on this link. If you click on that link, it will take you to this page. This is the latest release of dark list of ODA member countries. That is why you see here 2024-2025 flow. So you can equally recheck here. If your country's name is on this list, then you are eligible to apply for the AMA Plus scholarship or the Arts Major Asian Plus scholarship to study at Korean National University. So it is very important that you go through this list and look for your country's name before applying. Don't waste your time to apply without checking this list. It is important that you check this website, That being said, there are a list of documents that you would have to submit. We will look at the different types of application forms later on in the video. So there would be the application form, there is a personal statement. It is important to take note of this information. They say for topic level 4 or above or its equivalent holders, it is required to submit your documents in Korean language. So for example, your personal statement and your study plans will be in Korean language. Again, your personal statement and your study plan should be in Korean language. So if you are applying to a department that requires you to provide topic level 4, know that your study plan and your personal statement should be in Korean language. Personal statement is form 2 and study plan is form 3. They should be in Korean language. I insist, it's important. This university offers all of the majors in Korean language, which means you will be doing either your bachelor's degree or your master's degree in complete Korean language. There is nothing like English language in this program. That is why if you're submitting level 4 topic, you will have to write your personal statement and study plan in Korean language. You would equally have to provide a personal medical assessment form, and then there are 3 letters of recommendation that you must provide. Take note of this information. It should be within a 6 months validity period. So if you go and provide a reference letter that has already made more than 6 months, know that they will reject it. And also take note of this. If you're able to get recommendation letters from government agencies or even from a Korean embassy in your own country, or maybe a public educational cultural institution, for example, if you can get a document from a Korean cultural center in your home country or any cultural center that has something to do with Korean or even your government, it will work to your advantage. One thing is certain, if you can get a letter of recommendation from any South Korean public official in your home country, you stand a better chance. Added to the fact that you can speak Korean language, you stand a better chance of getting the scholarship, because Koreans do believe in their fellow Korean member. If a Korean person recommends you to any university in South Korea, there is a high chance that you would get the scholarship, because the country is built on trust. They don't believe that their member will lie. It's the same thing with most Asian countries, even Japan. If a Korean person recommends somebody to a Korean university that, look, I want you to give a scholarship to this student, I know this student is a good student, and I think if we give the student a chance, the student will excel well in their studies, the person will get the scholarship. You would also have to submit a letter of consent, official high school diploma or certificate. You can equally submit a certificate of expectant graduation. Let's say, for example, you would graduate maybe in the months ahead. You can submit a document that proves that you will graduate, but there should be a date of graduation on the document. Take note of this information here. I think it's easy to understand. They just want your documents to say that it's a secondary school diploma or a bachelor's degree. It must indicate that it's either a secondary or a bachelor's degree, and it must equally be equivalent to a high school diploma or a university degree. And if you are applying for a master's degree, know that you would have to submit your secondary or high school certificate and your bachelor's degree certificate. You'd also have to submit your official high school or university academic transcript. For master's students, they have to submit both their high school transcript and their university transcript, that's bachelor's transcript. And number 9 here, a copy of passport of applicant's parents. You have to submit a copy of your parents' passport, that's your father and your mother. The passports are not supposed to be notarized, and in case the passport is not valid, maybe it has expired, you can then send in their local ID cards. So their national government ID cards can also be used in the place of passport. And then the next one is official documents indicating your nationality. It is important to note that this scholarship is for those who are not from South Korea, and it should be from members of the OECD dark list of member countries. You must provide your nationality document. You must provide a document that proves your nationality. It can be your birth certificate or a certificate of family relationship that is issued by your government. So if you can get a document from your government that says that you are, for example, a Nigerian or maybe an Indian, if Indians are on this list of applicants, the document should prove your nationality. If you're submitting a birth certificate, your birth certificate should prove your nationality. If possible, it should also prove the nationality of your parents, that is your mother and your father. For Chinese applicants, it's different. They can submit this document, the one that is here. This is very important: an original copy of proof of language proficiency. So it can be TOPIK or its equivalent. The equivalent here can be the Sejong Institute Foundation document to prove that you've studied Korean language. And then for English, you must provide either TOEFL, IELTS, TEPS, especially if it's required by the department, because some departments might not require it. They might just want you to provide your TOPIK certificate. Portfolio is very important. They say print your name on each page item of portfolio in case of missing or printing. Basically, they are saying here that if you're providing a portfolio in the form of paper, you have to write your name on that portfolio so that it should not get missing, it should not get lost. To avoid it from getting missing, make sure you print your name on each page. If you have 10 portfolios, print your names on all the 10 portfolios. And then another one is certificate of relevant work experience, awards and other achievement. This one is optional, but if you have a certificate that proves that you're working or have worked before, provide it. If you've received any awards, it doesn't matter. Even if it's a sports award, music award, singing contest, provide them. If you have any achievements, provide them. Do not minimize any achievement that you've made in your life. Provide it. Let them decide. It is also very important that you make sure you respect the deadline. Make sure you submit only one application. If it happens that you've created 2 applications, make sure you delete the others and leave just one. Another thing is that all documents must be written either in Korean or in English. And then they say for applicants holding TOPIK level 4 or above or its equivalent, application document Form 2, I already talked about it. The personal statement and study plan should be submitted in Korean language. Basically, if you are having TOPIK level 4, that means you're already proficient in Korean language. 안녕하세요. 잘 지냈어요? 만나서 반갑습니다. I hope you understood that. 한국어로 써야 돼요. You have to write it in Korean language. You have to provide a personal statement in Korean language and a study plan in Korean language. If you have any other document that is not either in Korean or English, you must submit it in English or Korean and they must be notarized. So if your documents are maybe in Arabic or French, know that you have to translate them to either Korean language or English before submitting them, but they must be notarized by a certified translator. And then when filling the forms, make sure you remove the instructions and directions that will be in the form. It's very important that you do that. And then when writing dates, Korea usually use the year, month and day. You have to use this format, the year, month and day. Don't use the year, month and day in your home country, because for some country it's day, month and then year comes last. You have to follow this South Korean format and make sure your documents are not having any inconsistency, especially in terms of your name and date of birth. All recommendation letters shall include a personal contact and an original signature of the reference. Basically, you have to send the reference letters to 3 different people. Let them fill them out, sign, put their contact information like their email and phone number, and then sign. Physical signature, it should not be an electronic signature. And here it's important to note that when uploading recommendation letters online, the seal with envelope should be open and scan for application upload. So you are free to open the documents, scan them and then upload them to the online application portal, but make sure you keep them, because they say final grantees need to submit these letters as original documents via post or in person. So for those who are already in South Korea and they want to do maybe a master's degree, they can go to the office. They can go to Korea National University of Arts and submit in person. But if you are out of Korea, you have to submit through an international postal service. The school has the right to check if your recommendation letters are authentic. That is why they are asking for personal contact numbers and phone and original signature. They can call, they can email them to verify. Korean proficiency test, it must be submitted within the valid period. It is important to remember that Korean proficiency certificate has a validity period. It should not be expired, as well as the English test. TOEFL, IELTS equally have a 2-year validity period. Do not send in a topic score or an English proficiency score that is already expired. Dual applications are not accepted. Applicants must apply for this scholarship via only one program. It's either you're applying for an undergraduate or graduate, and you must be applying to one department or major. If you happen to apply to more than one major, know that you will be automatically rejected. Also, if you happen to apply to both undergraduate and graduate, your application will be rejected. So it's either you're applying for an undergraduate or a graduate, and also it's either you're applying just to one major. Don't go and apply to do fine arts and apply to do drama. They would reject your application. Your documents, make sure they are complete. If they are not complete, they will reject it. Even if it happens that you get the scholarship and you're already in Korea, and maybe there's one document that they were lenient about getting it, and you succeeded in getting to Korea, they will still revoke your scholarship. It's very important. For this one, if you are enrolled in a school, any other school, maybe even in South Korea already, you have to end your studies before you enter Korea. The final grantees, that is, if you went through the document screening process successfully and went through the interview successfully, know that you have to send original documents. The documents that you used in applying must be sent to the university in South Korea. It's very important that you make sure you send the original documents if you are one of the final grantees. All the materials are supposed to be printed in an A4 paper. If you happen to submit your original document, know that they will not return it to you. So it's either you're sending an authenticated document. Authenticated simply means they would photocopy and then put an authentication stamp on it or an apostille on it, and then that's what you would use to apply for the scholarship. Do not send in your original documents, especially if you know you cannot get another one from your school. Do not send it to South Korea. For the scholarship benefits, you can check the video that is at the bottom of the description section of this video. I already talked about the scholarship benefits. You can get some more details about that by looking at the description section at the bottom of this video. So if it happens that you are already in Korea, they will not provide you with an airfare. So if they announce that you are successful for the scholarship but you're already in Korea, maybe you were there doing your bachelor's degree, or maybe you were doing a master's degree and then decided to do another master's degree, it's normal, it's okay. If you already have a master's degree and you want to do another master's degree, it's okay to apply to study at Korean National University of Arts. If you already have a bachelor's degree and want to do another bachelor's degree at this university, it's okay to apply. It's also important to note that flight insurance are not offered, so you have to buy your flight insurance if you want to insure yourself before you get into a plane. Also, there is this important information. If you succeed to get the scholarship and you begin your language training, make sure you're always attending class. You must have at least an 85% attendance record. If it happens that you're already in Korea and you're not attending classes, they would end your scholarship. So it's very important that you take your Korean language classes seriously when you get to Korea. It's going to help you to do your degree program successfully, because like I said, the scholarship is in Korean language. Don't even think about studying maybe in English. It's 100%. They say 95%, but it's 100% Korean language. You would have to communicate in Korean language fluently. Any grantee who quits the program after entering Korea should refund all scholarship expenses. So like you have to pay the airfare, monthly stipend, and Korean language training expenses. You would have to pay it, especially if you're already in Korea and you decide to quit the program. This one, the allowance of excellence, that is the 100,000 that they would always give you every month, or improvement of Korean proficiency, is decided upon the language requirement of each department, and the duration and criteria are subject to change depending on the situation in K-Arts. There is an allowance if you're really good at Korean language that you would always receive added to your monthly stipend. So if you go to Korea and you're studying Korean language, take the language seriously, please. If you have any enquiries, this is where you have to go to. This is the address for those who are already in Korea. You have the address here in English and you have it here in Korean language. And this is the office hour for those who are applying for Arts Major Asian Plus. It's between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. and you have to make a reservation, of course, before you visit. And this is the email. Inquiries must be made through this email. So if you cannot visit in person, email them with this email. And then there is a phone number. Well, you can call or email or visit. Those are the three methods of contact. It's very important. For available majors, these are the majors. So here you have departments, you have major and then degree. For example, opera singing, it has these ones here from soprano, mezzo, right down to bass. They do provide it both at Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts. For portfolio, you have to provide a portfolio. It's very important. And then you must have at least topic level 3. And then there is opera directing. This one is only at the level of masters. Opera coach, masters. Lead and oratoria, Master of Arts. Remember, you must provide a portfolio. It's either in the form of a CD or DVD. And again, topic level 3. So these are the language requirements here. This is portfolio. If you see that they are asking for portfolio, make sure you provide portfolio. Also, this is where you will determine if the major here is available for bachelor or for master's degree. So instrumental music, piano is only available at the level of bachelor's degree. Go ahead and look at the majors here and the level of studies. Is it Bachelor of Arts? And these are the portfolios. This is a topic level, majors level of education or degree, portfolio, topic level. For those who are here, if you're going to apply for a major in composition, that is either at the bachelor or master's level, know that you have to provide a portfolio and you would have to provide at least topic level 4. This is where you would have to write your statement of purpose in Korean language and your study plan in Korean language if you're applying to do composition. These are the majors, degree, topic level, portfolio. So just go ahead and look at them in detail. It's very important that you pay attention with portfolio. Here it says it's not required, which means you don't need to provide a portfolio, but know that you would have to provide at least topic level 6 if you're applying to do theater studies and theater management. They do provide it both at the level of bachelor and master, that's theater studies, and then theater management, Bachelor of Arts and Master of Art, and topic level is 6. You have to provide your statement of purpose or personal statement in Korean language as well as your study plan. For those doing directing, remember these are the majors, these are the degree, these are the portfolios. Level 4, if you want to do editing, maybe by using Premiere Pro, the different editing softwares, they do offer it at both bachelors and masters. You would have to provide some portfolios here. You'd have to probably edit a video here. It has been indicated here. Do some editing, show your editing skill and provide it in the form of a portfolio. You equally require topic level 4. Pay attention seriously into portfolio. Portfolio is very important in this scholarship, unless where it is said that there is no need for a portfolio. And also pay attention to topic level to know if you have to submit your personal statement in Korean or in English. That being said, we will go down and then look at the different application forms in part 2 of this video, which will come up in the next upload. I'll end the video here. Make sure you watch the next video because we will look at the different application forms. If I have to talk about these different application forms now, the video will be too long. If you know you've not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.